We have something good today. This is a coming out of this is a Buffalo Trace or Sazerac, right?
Sazerac Company with the Buffalo Trace Distillery. What's the difference when you say the Sazerac Company, but the Buffalo Trace Distillery?
I think Sazerac's like the bigger picture. I guess Buffalo Trace is the particular distillery. I guess is the way you put it.
So it's a Sazerac item, but it's distilled at Buffalo Trace, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Like everything. A lot of the stuff is owned. It's weird though when you really dive into it,
right?
Because there's certain things, there's certain product which is not even necessarily owned by Sazerac or vice versa. It's a little weird, you know.
Because you always hear like the Sazerac Company, but it's a Buffalo Trace distillery.
Yeah,
so yes. A Sazerac using Buffalo Trace.
Well, let's do
their products.
Let's get a little history on this one real quick.
Go ahead.
In 1874, Adam and Ben Chapezi created the now famous Old Charter whiskey brand, named in honor of arguably the most well-known white oak tree in America. Sounds racist to me. Old Charter oak symbolizes the pivotal role that oak barrels play in the making of a great American whiskey. Old Charter oak reveals the hidden flavors in a wide array of oaks as they influence a diverse collection of bourbon whiskeys. Aged at Buffalo Trace Distillery, this bourbon whiskey is rich and sweet, drawing its character from barrels made of French oak, Parlez-vous, an oak that has long been used for aging the world's finest wine. The tighter grain of French oak imparts more subtle flavors and a silkier texture. That silkier texture than its American counterpart, so like your typical oak barrel bourbon. Harvested from the forests of France, this oak was seasoned outdoors before the wood was made into barrels that aged the unique whiskey that honors its French origin. Enjoy this tribute to French oak and raise a glass to its storied journey from forest to barrel to bourbon. So they have different varieties of these. I was just telling John before this. They have, what was it? The Spanish oak. They've had the Chinkapin oak, the Mongolian oak, the Canadian oak. Yeah, so.
Okay. I found something interesting.
What?
The Sazerac Company owns the Buffalo Trace Distillery. They are the owner. They are the company. Buffalo Trace is just the distillery.
That's kind of what I thought,
The Sazerac purchased the distillery in 1992. Buffalo Trace Distillery is also home to the production of several Sazerac brands, which includes Pappy Van Winkle, Eagle Rare, and Blanton's. I did not know that. Because when you say Buffalo Trace, you think that's the big bin-all, be-all. Buffalo Trace, that's them. No.
Yeah. It's got a daddy.
It's got a daddy.
Yes.
Sazerac is the daddy.
Yes.
I was not aware of that. I am glad we looked that up.
Yeah.
Because that is news to me after all these years.
Yes. Are you intrigued now?
I am very intrigued now.
Okay.
Yeah. I want some French fries.
So what did John, you said the retail on this, you mentioned prior to this?
Retail says 90.
Yeah.
MSRP says, MSRP says 70.
Yeah. I paid a little bit more. I don't want to say.
Yeah,
so
that's okay. Out of the back of somebody's truck. Hey, psst, come here.
I know, right?
Hey, kid, come here. I got an old chata for you.
So John and I were listening to this podcast recently, and they were saying some interesting things about. I'm always learning things. Listen, I don't know everything, nor does John, and even though we'd like to think we do, yeah, I know. So every time we hear something, new or different. We kind of try to absorb that and try to use it in our podcast as well. I mean, that's what it's all about, is just taking experiences, learning from other people's experiences. And one thing in particular I wanted to try, which we kind of do already, but I wanted to do the Kentucky Chew today, buddy.
Okay.
The Kentucky Chew is a tasting method for bourbon where you savor the flavor of gently chewing on the bourbon, swirling it around your mouth, and then swallowing. This technique, popularized by master distiller Booker No, aims to maximize flavor perception and identify subtle nuances by exposing the taste buds to the bourbon. Okay, I want to go down through the steps on this one.
Well, I mean, we can go back to grammar school, right? When you go to the human tongue and the human mouth, there are so many sensors on different parts of your tongue and your mouth that everything it puts it all together into one. But the back part might taste a little different than the front part, and it's a whole complex situation in that big mouth of ours.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of have a small mouth, man. You have a small mouth too, though.
Yeah. Well, it would fit. Small mouth. I never heard that before.
No, but like
small mouth.
like some people you can just see that have like a like. Are you like when you go to the dentist? Are they like open wider?
Yeah, they're
open
like,
wider.
yeah.
It's constant with me.
You're right. You're 100%
I am
right.
opening it wide. As wide as I can go.
I feel like my lips are gonna split right here.
I know if you have a dry mouth before you go, it's like bleeding after you're done. Let's get the nose on this, John. We'll try that Kentucky Chew in a second.
Say something else.
Oh wow, that's got some unique nose, man. Oh. Butterscotch maybe. I feel like everything's butterscotch lately, but butterscotch.
I got a little bit of honey on there. A little bit of honey.
Okay, I hear that. Honey.
Vanilla.
Oh,
Vanilla's strong.
peppery. I'm getting peppery too.
White pepper? How about white pepper?
Yes, white pepper.
White pepper's a little lighter than black pepper.
White pepper's more hay.
Hey, you
Hey.
feed the machine.
White pepper. Some light. Oh God, almost floral.
I was gonna say it's very floral,
Yeah. All right.
and it's a neck pour. It's like a brand new pour, so just letting it wash.
It's not going to breathe enough, unfortunately. We probably should have poured it earlier, but
That's all right.
that's all
The
right.
best part's opening the bottle.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Mm.
I'm gonna let that first sip go down first. Okay.
Oh, I chewed that first one.
Okie.
Here,
I'm tasting the honey though. All right, you're gonna do your Kentucky Chew now. All right.
Yeah. I'm getting some of that oaky. I'm getting some of that slightly bitter, actually, which is not a bad thing. I like bitter. I like a black coffee.
I'm getting that white pepper on the back end.
You getting some of that white pepper?
I'm getting that white pepper.
Damn,
I'm definitely getting the honey. I'm getting a little tad maple syrup, maybe. So basically, you say the Kentucky Chew. Ken explained it. Let it sit on the tongue. Squish it around. Don't squish it around too much.
Yeah.
Move it around.
Move it
Don't
around.
squish it.
Let it flow.
Move it. Move it. Let it sit on the tongue. Don't swallow it right away. Let it just sit in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Let it burn that tongue. Let those taste buds work.
I am getting some of those butterscotch notes on the palate as well. So I think the general consensus is that the nose is like the palate on this one.
Yeah, pretty much matches. Yeah,
Slight grape note.
a little leathery.
Grape,
I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of water.
leather.
Water.
I write so sloppy when I write fast.
Yeah, you if you mix it with a little bit of water in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that leather, that oak. It comes out. It comes out big time.
It definitely has complexities.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I don't think it's worth the dime I paid for it, but I think I like the
It's
complexities.
worth the MSRP.
Yes, I think it's definitely worth the MSRP.
I'd pay $70 for that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I like the
good.
bottle.
Yeah,
A little old school.
yeah.
A little Wild West.
It's got that tree on it, and yes, it's got that like wooden. Like when I'm done with this bottle, I might use it for a coaster or something,
Hell yeah.
like a bourbon coaster or something.
Put that on our next hat.
I know, right? It looks pretty. It's like wood or something. It is like wood. It's pretty cool, man.
I like it.
Like, how do you get that off? Maybe heat gun. It's cool.
I like it. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Before we finish it, awesome
Old
stuff.
Charter by the
Old Charter.
Sazerac Company.
Yeah, cheers.